The United States is often celebrated for its diversity, its landscapes, culture, and cities. But behind the beauty and opportunity, there are places where danger looms larger than life. These areas are marked by violent crime, poverty, and an atmosphere of fear. In this video, we're going to explore 5 cities in the U.S. that have earned a notorious reputation for being dangerous. While some parts of these cities may be relatively safe, other areas are like stepping into a war zone. Let's dive deep into the top 5 most dangerous places in the U.S., places you should think twice about before visiting. Starting our list at number 5 is St. Louis, Missouri. St. Louis is known for its rich history, blues music, and of course, the Gateway Arch, a symbol of westward expansion. However, the darker side of St. Louis often overshadows its charm. The city has consistently ranked among the most dangerous in the nation, and it's easy to see why. The violent crime rate in St. Louis is more than 3 times the national average. It's not uncommon to hear about shootings, armed robberies, and assaults happening regularly, particularly in areas like North St. Louis. This part of the city is plagued by gang violence and drug-related crime, with many neighborhoods abandoned and left to decay. Even during the day, these areas feel desolate and unsafe, with empty houses and streets that look like something out of a post-apocalyptic movie. Visitors are advised to be extremely cautious, and locals will tell you to avoid certain areas at all costs. At number 4, we head to Detroit, Michigan. Once known as the heart of the American auto industry, Detroit is now better known for its high crime rates and rampant poverty. Following the collapse of the manufacturing industry, many parts of the city fell into disrepair, and as a result, crime began to skyrocket. Detroit's murder rate is one of the highest in the country, and other violent crimes like robbery and assault are common in many neighborhoods. Places like Brightmoor and Dexter-Linwood have become infamous for gang activity, with many homes abandoned, leaving vast stretches of the city looking like a ghost town. This lawlessness gives criminals free rein in certain areas, making Detroit a dangerous place to be after dark. Although efforts have been made to revitalize the city, these neighborhoods remain hotspots for violence. Some locals say that even the police are hesitant to enter certain areas, which only adds to the sense of lawlessness. And despite Detroit's downtown area seeing some signs of renewal, much of the city remains trapped in a cycle of crime and poverty. Coming in at number 3 is Memphis, Tennessee. Memphis may be a haven for music lovers and history buffs, but beneath the surface, the city struggles with severe crime issues. Violent crime, particularly shootings, has plagued Memphis for years, with certain neighborhoods becoming known for high levels of gang activity. Fraser and Whitehaven are 2 such areas where crime seems to rule the streets. Residents in these neighborhoods often live in fear, as random acts of violence can happen at any moment. Memphis has one of the highest rates of aggravated assault in the country, and property crime is another significant issue. Carjackings, break-ins, and thefts are all too common, leaving people constantly on edge. The city's proximity to major highways has also made it a hub for drug trafficking, further fueling the violence. Despite the efforts of law enforcement, the crime problem in Memphis continues to spiral out of control, making it one of the most dangerous cities in the southern United States. At number 2 on our list is Baltimore, Maryland. Known for its historic harbor and famous crab cakes, Baltimore is also notorious for its alarmingly high crime rate. The city has been plagued by violence for years, with its homicide rate consistently ranking among the highest in the nation. The streets of neighborhoods like Sandtown, Winchester, and Cherry Hill are often the scenes of gang violence, drug deals gone wrong, and fatal shootings. Much of this violence is tied to the city's deeply entrenched poverty and drug epidemic, with Baltimore becoming a major hub for heroin trafficking. The cycle of poverty and addiction has turned many parts of the city into danger zones, where the residents are left to fend for themselves in areas that the city seems to have forgotten. Despite the beauty of the Inner Harbor and the charm of Fells Point, Baltimore's darker side is unavoidable. Many locals have learned to live with the fear of violence, as homicides and shootings make regular appearances on the evening news. And finally, the #1 most dangerous place in the U.S. is Chicago, Illinois. Known as the Windy City, Chicago is one of the most vibrant and diverse cities in the United States, but it's also earned the nickname Chirac due to the staggering amount of gun violence that occurs in certain neighborhoods. With over 700 homicides annually, Chicago has become synonymous with gang warfare and gun battles, especially in areas like Inglewood, West Garfield Park, and South Shore. These neighborhoods are the epicenter of Chicago's violence, where gang rivalries lead to daily shootings and innocent people are often caught in the crossfire. Despite Chicago's strong economy and cultural offerings, entire swaths of the city remain dangerous and lawless. The police are often overwhelmed, and local residents live in fear of becoming the next victim of random gunfire. Even with new initiatives aimed at curbing the violence, Chicago's reputation as one of the most dangerous places in the U.S. continues to grow. And tragically, there seems to be no end in sight for the bloodshed. These 5 cities, St. Louis, Detroit, Memphis, Baltimore, and Chicago, stand as grim reminders that, despite the wealth and opportunities in the U.S., there are still places where crime and violence rule the streets. While there are efforts underway to make these cities safer, the truth is that certain areas remain as dangerous as ever. So whether you're planning a trip or just passing through, make sure you know the risks before stepping foot in these dangerous neighborhoods. Do you know of any other dangerous places in the USA that we missed? Share your thoughts and experiences in the comments below. If you find his video helpful, show your support by clicking like button and subscribe our channel for more helpful and informative content. See you in the next one.